In this video, we're going to show you how you can integrate Wiz with CyberArk Privilege Cloud. There are two options to trigger the Wiz integration. One, you can trigger it from within the Wiz portal, or you can trigger it on a periodic interval. I'm going to show you first how you can trigger it from within the Wiz. Within Wiz, I'm going to navigate to the board of cloud entitlements. Here I can get more insights about cloud entitlements or risky identities. Under the top CAM issues by rule, I can find an AWS user account with high privileges and MFA disabled. This could be a good target for me to onboard towards Privilege Cloud. When opening up these issues, I can see that I have several AWS IAM users, including root accounts, that have high privileges and MFA disabled. I would like to onboard one of these accounts towards Privilege Cloud. To trigger the remediation, I could select either one or multiple accounts. If I open up one of my root accounts, I can get more insights about the user itself, but I can also see that there is an option to run an action. In this case, I'm going to select run an action, select onboard the account towards CyberArk Privilege Cloud, and click continue. By default, you're seeing that there is a body already provided in this webhook. Later on in the configuration videos, you'll see how you configure this default body. All I have to do now is click run an action. Besides triggering remediations manually based upon the issues, you can also build an automation rule. You could start this by going to the automation rule section and create an automation rule from scratch. You can also already start by the filter criteria that you want to use. So in this case, I can take the example of AWS accounts with high privileges and MFA disabled. If I select this, create all these issues, and I would say if it has an automation rule, I can then specify a name, which I would call demo for now. Whenever the issue is being created and it matches the criteria of a user account with high privileges and MFA disabled, then run an action. And in this case, I'm going to select the CyberArk onboarding to Privilege Cloud. And basically, that's it. Whenever I add this rule, it will automatically trigger the remediation upon the creation of new issues. So you don't have to trigger the remediation manually anymore. Another option to pull the information from Wiz about the detected users and onboard them to Privilege Cloud is to trigger the flow from within identity flows. You can do this manually by clicking on Run at the top left corner, or you can predefine a schedule that basically will trigger the flow on that periodic interval. So if you select it to run every Sunday, on every Sunday, it will pull all the user accounts that have been detected since the last run and onboard those users towards Privilege Cloud. In addition, it will also send you an email with a report of all the users that have been detected, including contextual information that is coming from Wiz. After I've run the integration, I've received an email. And directly you can see there's a ton of value in this email because it shows me all the user accounts that have been detected by Wiz, but it also associates those user accounts with all the findings founded by Wiz. If I want to go a step further into the details of a specific user account, I can simply navigate to the Wiz portal from within this email. Additionally, I can find information about whether the account was already detected, but not yet fully onboarded to CyberArk, or if the account was already onboarded to CyberArk. Because when I scroll further down, I can also see that I have found a user account that was already managed by CyberArk. So any associated findings from Wiz, such as the fact that it has high privileges and active access keys, is less critical because it's already protected within CyberArk. Now let's continue to the last step. We're going to open up Privilege Cloud and navigate to the discovered accounts list. In here, I can see all the discovered accounts, and I can select how I want to onboard these accounts to a specific save so that we can start managing the credentials. As a CyberArk administrator, when I've navigated to the discovered accounts view, you can see that I can directly see all the accounts that have been discovered. But more importantly, I can also find a lot of information that I need during my onboarding process, such as the Active Directory ID, but also things like the information that is coming from Wiz. Because we know when we onboard accounts to the Vault, it sometimes helps if we can get contextual information from other platforms such as Wiz. So when I go through the process of onboarding this account and I want to get more information, I can easily navigate back to Wiz to grab the information from Wiz, such as who is managing this account, who is leading the project where this account was created. And with that, I can easily onboard the account to CyberArk. Onboarding the account can be done manually or automatically using the discovery rules. Manually can be triggered by clicking on onboard on the right top side of the screen. Another option is to leverage the Privilege Cloud Discovery Rules to automatically onboard the account to a specific safe. You can specify several parameters, such as matching a specific Wiz rule name to select a specific safe or platform. And with that, we're closing the loop on this integration. We've now onboarded an account into the CyberArk Privilege Cloud Vault. We've started with insights from Wiz. We've triggered a remediation on several ways, from within the Wiz portal, using automation rules, or using a predefined schedule. We've leveraged the insights in the report to give us a clear understanding of all the user accounts that have Wiz findings and should be migrated or onboarded towards CyberArk. And last but not least, we've used the discovery rules of Privilege Cloud to automatically onboard the accounts to the right safe so we can start managing these privileged accounts.